electronic computer, often referred to as... But they can remember things. They are not capable of planning, devising, or creating. But they can remember things.
Shall we play a game?
If the atom bomb explodes right then, even a newspaper can save you from a bad burn.
Show after show will feature the latest hits, the biggest stars for... Relax, come as you are. No parking problems, no babysitting problems. And there are always tasty snacks at our modern refreshment stand.
Thanks, folks. And once again, welcome back.
Let me see your dance. It's your birthday, bitch. Let me see your dance. It's your birthday, bitch. Let me see your dance. It's your birthday, birthday. Let me see your dance. Birthday, birthday, birthday. It's your birthday, birthday. Let me see your dance. Birthday, birthday, birthday. It's your birthday, 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 it's your birthday. Let me see your dance. It's your birthday, birthday. Let me see your dance. Birthday, birthday, birthday.
What is up, guys? Welcome to Virtual Redban 700. That's right, it's our birthday, and it's also Janice's 30th birthday, which is a lot older than 700. Anyways, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. Cheers to you guys. Welcome to episode Sunday. If you're having a drink tonight, there you go. Cheersies. Cheersies. Yeah, it's a Saturday episode. I was actually going to wait for this episode 700 and just do it on Christmas. But Janice is sick. Poor girl is sick on her birthday. And so I was like, well, I guess we're just going to stay in and just be sick inside. So decided just to do it today. So why not? Everyone's home, probably at the holidays, probably at their parents' house, bored out of their fucking mind, or whatever. No one has to work or blah, whatever. Anyways, thanks for joining us here. We got some stuff we can hang out with and talk, but first, let's get down to business. This is a Deathsquad mug, and if you want to get a Deathsquad mug, guess where you go? Deathsquad.tv. That's right, the original Deathsquad. And at the very top, you can click on Shop Squad. That'll take you to shopsquad.tv, where you have shirts, mugs, hats. Look at all these. Look at all these. It's too late to order for Christmas, but you can always order for 2024. You could also see every episode of Kill Tony 641 with Howie Mandel. Have you watched that yet? What? Howie Mandel? What is this, big times? Are we big times? Yeah, we are. Because we are about to do 2 arenas next weekend. And you can watch it live. If you go to, I think it's killtonylive.com, you can get tickets to watch it live stream. And if you're at deathsquad.tv, you can click on Sunset Strip Comedy Club. That's my comedy club. If you're ever in Austin, Texas, come on down. Come on down. Check out my club. I know, I just found this out. Since all these people are going to be in town next week for the Kill Tony shows on Saturday and Sunday. That's right? Saturday and Sunday. The secret show next Thursday is going to be packed because it's almost sold out, and that's crazy. So get your tickets if you're going to be down there. You want to check out a huge party with a bunch of other Kill Tony fans. Do that. Click on or go to sunsetstripatx.com. You can find tickets to all our shows. We have shows all the time, including, look, this Wednesday we have Black and Mild, which is Cam Patterson's show with all his friends. But more importantly, Secret Show Thursdays, every Thursday. There you go. Secret Show. Boom. SunsetStripATX.com, Deathsquad.tv. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, 700 episodes. How crazy is that? I was looking back at some of the episodes, this was all started, and it still pretty much is. This isn't like a podcast, or a lot of people go like, why don't you put this on iTunes, or what's the deal with that? It's not really a show. It's just me playing video games. It's pretty much just, like when people stream video games, but it's a little bit more complex lately. We have this part 1 where we're not playing video games. It's just me talking about virtual reality stuff, kind of. But, it started... When it first started, it was rough. I was trying to find some clips of like episode 1 and 2 and 3, but it's just garbage. Even if I went to episode 100, which 100 was 3 years ago. Episode 100, and just to show you the difference of what it used to be, this is 100 episodes in, and still the same people pretty much. But let's just take a look. I've not queued up like a clip or anything. I was just going to do some random clip here. Let's just do some random clips, see what it was like. Look, there's Yonder Wizard. He used to be called...
Maybe I couldn't tell for what it was.
Looks like he used to be called Yonder Wizard 420, too. Everything back then also was first-person shooter, or first-person mode. Like, there was no camera modes back then. There's Gigi's there.
What are these people? Who are these people?
Great.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it looks like we got Kay. Oh, the famous Mickey. That's somebody I really miss. The famous Mickey Mouse. He used to be hilarious. There's Mickey. Miss him. Skittles. Not really around much anymore. Relish. I don't even know who the fuck Relish is. Big Bad Wolf. He comes around sometimes. Giffords. Don't know him.
Like, damn it, if it was connected.
A lot of people I don't remember or know.
Of his waterfall he's making.
And that's mostly because we started this little show during COVID. I mean, that's the reason we started this, and that's probably why half these people were playing with me at the time. It was we were all stuck in home, doing nothing. So what a perfect time to get together and do some VR. For me, it was a lot of wanting to keep my mind active, because I used to go to the Comedy Store all the time, write new jokes, talk to comics every day. And when that was taken away, it was like, I need to keep my mind busy. I need to write stuff and, talk to people. And this really helped out with that.
Normally they wouldn't too, because guys are not.
I don't like listening to myself, guys.
Gravity bongs, unless the weed is shitty.
Talking about gravity bongs. Looking at ourselves in the mirror, hanging out with Mickey. Man, it's so good seeing Mickey. I wish he...
Where's Gigi?
Where's Gigi?
I don't know. So look, you're still online.
Gigi's so So sketchy, right?
Did you hear that, Gigi? Gigi's so
Website hailing Satan. Can't talk in his own house.
Oh, that's right. I remember all
Always
these times.
his women. You know what? That mother.
Okay. Drunk talk about Gigi.
You want to make people laugh. You want to make people forget. You want to make.
Great. This is hard for me to watch. Fuck. Let's not watch any more of that. Anyways, so yeah, that was episode 100. Looking back at all those episodes, it's impossible for me to watch. Especially, I get wasted and no one wants to hear that. Including you guys. One thing, though, was very interesting before we start into some stuff. I didn't know if you guys saw this or not. I watched the latest South Park. South Park has a new episode. I think it's called Creed or something. Anyways, it's on Paramount Plus. I know. It makes no sense. So South Park makes long episodes once in a while. They're called like little movies on Paramount Plus. Like I would say every 3 months, every 6 months. And they've had some really good ones on there. Actually, I think the last one was maybe only a couple months ago. But they released a new one. Here, I guess we could just watch the trailer. I wonder if I would get in trouble with South Park. Creed. It's all about Jake Paul, pretty much. What is it even called? Cred, not Creed. Did I say Creed? It's called Not Suitable for Children. And man, boy, oh boy, they weren't wrong, man. That was maybe the first time I ever saw that kind of nudity, I guess you would say, cartoon nudity. It was definitely not for kids. This was the first episode where I was like, holy shit, they're going for it. They're doing this. Here's a trailer that will probably be edited out after the live version. So if there's a blank here, that's why it won't catch us live.
Cred has more electrolytes than Gatorade or Prime. And now Cred has a new flavor, cherry bubblegum.
This is not even the trailer. Oh, I'm really going to get in trouble for this one. Anyways, it's all about them. I was like, wait, this is a weird trailer. This was just a first look. Fuck. I hope I don't get in trouble. Anyways, it's on Paramount Plus. It's pretty funny. It's definitely for adults. But there was one very funny version of it, and anyone that has watched Virtual Redban for a while probably knows me doing this. I had it on my Instagram. You don't follow me on Instagram. It's Redban on Instagram. But if you guys have ever watched me, or if you watch me a lot, you probably have heard me do this before.
Janice!
Did you hear that? Did you? Janice! How many times have you heard me scream Janice? Just like that. I mean, Jeremiah and Tony make fun of me all the time because I've done it ever since I started dating. There's just something about Janice when you yell her name. Let's just watch that again.
Shit. Janice!
Very weird. Now, I do have a lot of friends that work at South Park. I don't know if that was a nod to me or if they even know doing that. But I thought it was funny. So funny that actually our friend Shane sent me this and Janice today. This is something he made. Let's watch this.
Holy shit.
I mean, it went perfect with it. Even the that's, if you haven't, he dubbed me in. Anyways, yeah, I made a nice little video. He's also one that made the original birthday video that you guys saw at the beginning. Look how nice Shane is, making these little presents. How sweet is that? I also, when I put up this video from South Park, I also put up a couple of videos I found from my TikTok. And I don't know if I've ever played these videos on YouTube before. I have a TikTok I never use. Don't even bother going to it. I don't use it. I started using it, and I was like, oh, this is fun. And I was like, but I don't think I ever put those videos on Instagram before. So I put them on Instagram. They're funny. There's a couple of funny videos we made for TikTok. Here's a couple of those. And it's just because it's Janice's birthday, and Janice is funny in these. I don't know about this song, though. Yeah, can't really play that song.
Ryan, give me attention.
Shh. Stop.
Come
on. That last look got me. There you go. There's just some fun stuff that random stuff. So happy birthday to Janice, and happy birthday to us. Yeah. Cheers. Cheers. Well, yeah. Jeff Dye is in here. What the fuck? Jeff Dye. Holy shit, guys. Jeff Dye is here. Give it up for Jeff Dye. Jeff, I have not talked to you in a long fucking time. When you come in Austin, Jeff Dye, if you don't know who Jeff Dye is, hilarious comedian. He was on This Is Not Happening. He's all over. He's Jeff Dye on YouTube. You can check out his clips and all that stuff right here. Look at all this beautiful Jeff Dye content. What is this? What is this? He's got an animated thing here. Wow. 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 What is this? This is like a real movie. What the hell is this? Wait. Oh, there must be audio to this. I'm like, wait, isn't that Harry and the Hendersons? Hilarious. I guess Jeff Dye immediately turned off. He's like, what the fuck am I watching? I can't, Brian, I can't. Apple Watches. I want to hear about Apple Watches.
Apple Watch, anybody else? Nobody? Clap if you got an Apple. Yes, it's good, right? I'm not wearing it. It's charging. You know? It's always fucking charging. I have a real small watch that just sits on my kitchen counter most of the time.
And that's freaking true, right? That's the problem with the Apple Watch, man. It's only good for like 24 hours. And you know what's also crazy? Jeff has said he's coming to Austin soon. Jeff, you got to tell me, man. Got to do some spots at the old Sunset Comedy Club. Anyways, here's a little fun fact about the Apple Watch. A lot of people might not know. Do you know it's impossible to buy a brand new Apple Watch Ultra 2 or the Series 9 watch? Like, look, yeah, everyone loves the new Ultra watch. You might see right here, it says currently unavailable right above it. And if you try to do the Apple Watch 9, sorry, currently unavailable, because they got sued and they got fucked. They this week, this company that owns pretty much they designed this thing to do your blood oxygen level. It's a company that Apple then stole all their employees, and this company sued Apple, but it's been stuck in court for a long time. But now I guess a court was like, nope, and they can't sell those their Apple Watches anymore. So if you go to a store, or if you go to Apple's own website and you click on watch, it takes you, and it's advertising the Watch SE, which is their older watch that doesn't have the the whatever patent shit in it, the blood oxygen level shit. So they're only selling the older watch right now. Isn't that fucked up? Go check out Jeff Dye. Check out Jeff Dye. Great singer, Jeff Dye. Well, okay. So where were we? We're talking about episode 700. We're talking about Janice's birthday. Let's talk about you guys in the chat room. How are you guys doing? What's going on here? Oh, Kim Chronic's in here. Kim, what's SPO2 mean? You started hanging out with on episode 2? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know what SP South Park 02? South Park 02? Yeah, I'm sure Apple's fine. All right. I want to show you guys, I'm not usually that excited to show you guys anything for VR news, especially at the end of the year when really there's not much news, and we're not going to. Dylan Thompson's also, and Shreddy McSkate. Holy shit, the chat room is a real who's who of people. Check out Dylan Thompson and Shreddy McSkate on YouTube for all your sweet ass electric bike rides. Dylan came to my house, snuck to my house, and stole something off my porch today. A little fun fact. You might see that in the video earlier. Dylan gave the old peace sign while he was stealing from my front porch. Yep. Wow, everyone's like, I kind of just want to read the chat, because there's all these like celebrities in the chat room. Do I just always miss all the celebrity action in the chat room? Wait, Dylan wants me to hop on Grand Theft Auto. I mean, I kind of want to do that and just play role playing with that. But the problem is when you, at least when I jumped into, everyone's been playing Grand Theft Auto so long, including Dylan. And now all these role players, like they've been playing role playing Grand Theft Auto so long. And so as a new person, like I tried it once to go in, and one is like, you start off with no money, no food, no nothing. And then it's just like, all these people are just masters of Grand Theft Auto. It's just impossible to play with people that or obviously have been playing something for 10 years. It's like, it's embarrassing. It's like, I'm a baby. Like, I think like people like me should start off with all the weapons, all the money. You know what I mean? I should be backwards. Anyways, not many times I want to talk about VR news, but I saw this today. And this blew my mind how fun these just look. And they just seem like, it seems crazy. So in the past, there's been so many different kind of accessories for virtual reality, as there's suits you can wear that shock you. So it feels like you're getting shot when you're in virtual reality. There's all these different kind of accessories that make it feel like you're holding a gun or whatever. And there's the ones where I almost bought, remember that one time where you're running around in like 360 motion. And so you could play games where you're running and you're just in place running on almost like a treadmill, but it's treadmill. Well, I'm just thinking about food. Treadmill, but you're really just running on like a slippery surface. Well, I saw this pop up today, and I didn't even know this was a thing. And this looks way better than having one of these expensive treadmill things. And it's when you take the idea and make them shoes. Well, make them shoes. Look at the guy on the left here. Let's see what this is all about. If you want to watch this, it's called Free Aim VR Shoes on YouTube.
Welcome to another Free Aim update video. I'm Alex, and if you're new here, Free Aim
Look at the guy on the left.
Motorized VR shoes to solve the VR locomotion problem. This will be a short one, but we haven't made an update video in a while. Over the next few...
Now, I see one problem already. Since he started this, he's already sliding off this little boundary he has, whatever this mat is, because looks like it might have carpet. on his floor. What a gross living room to show off. But I've already noticed that he's not staying in the center of this area, which is a big problem because you're moving and not moving, but you're moving. You know what I mean? Like you play this for 5 minutes, you're going to end up flying off that thing, right? I wonder if they say anything about this.
Holiday weeks, we're going to be releasing several gameplay videos. So if you want to be notified of those, I'm sure you know what to do. First, we've been working on making the movement more stable when it comes to turning and sidestepping.
Now notice that camera cut. Now when this camera cut comes back, is he going to start back off in the middle? You always gotta wonder about camera cuts, especially when guys have hair like that guy on the top right. Like he's got that soap opera hair. I mean, that's just like, man, what are you doing to me, guy?
When the user lifts their foot, the shoes have to decide if the motors need to turn on or not. The motors should turn on if the user is walking forward, for example, but they should stay off
he did start in the middle,
if the user is just turning in place or doing a side step. It's an ongoing process, and the algorithm was already pretty good, but we've improved it more so that it can better distinguish between these different kinds of movements. This results in the VR shoes feeling more stable, and we think it's only going to get better from here, obviously.
Okay,
the next thing we've improved is making it so the VR shoes can better handle very tiny, tiny steps. And you may be wondering why. When many people try the VR shoes for the very first time, they understandably don't trust the VR shoes. Even if the shoes were completely perfect in every way, there's still going to be many...
See this movement? I don't know if you guys noticed this. What was this? 107. We'll try to go here. But let's go back just 27 seconds. See where he is on this pad? He's right here. Look, he's all the way over here. That's a problem. These smart shoes need to realize, like, maybe you have to have some kind of sticker or logo you put in the middle of your floor, so it has to always constantly try to go back to that sticker. But right now, I already see this as being a problem.
Still going to be many people.
See, he just skidded back. See how he just skidded back?
In every way,
look.
There's still going to be many people who are just not going to trust them the first time that they try them. So what sometimes happens is the user doesn't take real steps, or they take very, very small, tiny steps. And let me clarify. What I mean by not taking real steps is, for example, the user might just slide their feet along the ground and not actually lift them. Or the user might lift their foot straight up, but not forward. So they're more just walking in place rather than walking forward. So we've taken some time to improve the VR shoes so that they can handle tiny, tiny steps better. Baby steps, if you will. This makes it so that when people try the VR shoes for the first time, they can take these baby steps and use them to gain confidence with the VR shoes and eventually start taking more regular steps. Another small thing we did is make it so that you can enable the VR shoes from within the Steam VR menu. We plan on adding more fields here and syncing them between this menu and the mobile app. There's a lot of other things we've been working on, but we're not quite ready to share yet. But I will mention.
I bet it's probably has to do something about the drift I'm talking about, because that if you are designing this, I know he's not. I don't think he's going to bring that up. You know, they're just drifting in your space. That is a problem, because the whole idea is that you could be around, in this small area and do things like walk and stuff like that. But if you're like still drifting enough in 20 seconds that you're almost flying off the thing, that's not good. There has to be some kind of fix for that. And if there's not, that's probably what is really taking all the time. Let's see if he brings it up right at the end. Oh, and there's weird drifting we got to fix. Right, bye. Who knows?
That we've been working on the manufacturing side. We've made updates, added content to the website, freeam.com. We put together a user manual. We've made an installer for our Steam VR software. We've looked into supporting non-Steam games in Steam VR, so things like Unity and Unreal applications. And there's other stuff we've been working on too. That's it for this update.
Nope.
Like I mentioned, we'll be releasing several gameplay videos over the
I
next
like
few
it.
weeks. So hope you're excited.
It's a great idea. It fixes the problem of having like one of those big VR treadmills. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I ordered one of these and I canceled it. And I'm so happy I did, because I canceled it just because of how heavy it was. But, the reviews on it are pretty good. I mean, look, this is the difference But this thing weighs a ton, and it's in your living room, and it's going to be like one of those fitness things you buy for your house that just sits in the corner and you put things on, like shirts and stuff. I don't know. I'm glad I didn't buy this though. But this, this fixes that. Instead of having this big thing, you could just have little shoes on with a little mat on the ground. So I do like it, and I really do hope that they can figure that all out and stuff like that. What do you guys think about that? It's pretty kind of cool. It's kind of like futuristic looking. Anyways, if you want to know more about that, you can go to Free Aim VR Shoes is what it is on YouTube. Or if you just go on YouTube, just go to freeaim.com. That's the YouTube page right here. And yeah. VR companies always have the most basic bitch websites, don't they? I guess they're too busy. Cool. I like it. Where are they located? Does it say? Does it say? A lot of these companies are in Austin. That's why I'm saying that. I need to like hang out with some of these people or check out some of this shit in person. Nope, they're in the UK. Eat a dick. Brush your teeth. Brian? That's really mean. Homie. What's up in the chat? The shoe design is definitely the path. I agree. What kind of games would support those rigs? Any one that you're running. Anytime you're running, either for the shoes or what I just showed you, the treadmill. Anything time you're running, especially like, shooters, like running around shooting things. That's the way. So it makes you feel like you're really running around with like a gun, That's actually way better than sitting there going, I'm a badass Marine, And it's a good exercise too. Lex will introduce you to the MIT boys. I know. I mean, I've hung out with Lex a few times, but he's always so quiet. And the few times when I did hang out with him, I still only knew a little bit about him because I met him when, like after one of the first times he was on JRE, I think, in Austin at least. Hung out with him a few times, and he's been to Kill Tony shows before, but I definitely need to geek out with that guy. There's actually thunderstorms hitting me right now. Yeah, for some reason, Austin, or at least where I live, is getting like a crazy thunderstorm. There's supposed to be lightning and all of that shit. Normally I'm worried, but I don't have to tell you, if the power goes out, because I have batteries now. Yes, I have batteries. All this electricity I'm using right now and all the electricity I use all day long is actually from the sun. I am using 100% clean energy. Does that make me gay? But I feel it feels good for me, man. Like everything I'm using, like this was just captured by the sun, all this electricity I'm using. So if we go out, if power goes out, I'm good for like 15 days. I'm charging my car with the sun. I'm actually selling credits back from the sun. It's pretty amazing. And the only thing that can happen is that, like, if I get hit by lightning, that can still happen. But I would like to see what lightning versus a normal roof versus a Tesla solar roof. Like, is there anything better, or is it worse? Is it more electricity? Is it like, am I going to fry more if I get hit by lightning? Yeah, I've been living clean energy now for about a month. And it blows my mind. It is so interesting to me. The fact that that's not legal, doesn't that seem crazy? Doesn't that seem fucking crazy? It seems like the government should make it mandatory in 10 years that everyone has solar, and the government will pay for a majority of the solar or something. But the idea that, you know, I'm selling back electricity, using all the electricity I need, even charging cars with it, and I have enough electricity that I am selling it back to the grid. I mean, the fact that I'm just imagine if every single person had solar. Like, that's mind-blowing to me that that's not mandatory. Like, we're making our cars have to get smog detection every year and all this bullshit. When if all of us had freaking solar on our houses, we wouldn't have bad air anymore because we would close down all those plants that were making bad air. Maybe? I don't know. I'm pretty stupid, but it just seems like that's what we should be doing. Right? I don't get it. I don't know. I'm kind of I grew up, my dad was really into solar in the late 70s. That's what kind of childhood I had. My dad built his own solar collectors in the late 70s and used the solar power to heat up his hot tub and all the hot air in our house. Like, it wasn't like I think the solar technology wasn't as good as it is now. But I just remember it did all the heat for us. I think it did maybe our water heater or something. I remember, saying something about heat and hot tubs and stuff. But he built it himself and put it on his house, designed it himself. I mean, he's a crazy engineer, madman. But so I kind of grew up always like knowing what solar was from a young age. And now having it at my house and just looking around and going like, these lights, it's free lights, it's free electricity. Now I don't care if like this is like takes up so much electricity, you know, and I'll keep the TV on all night. I don't give a fuck, you know. I just think it's kind of cool. Speaking of cool, I think it's time for us all to smoke some green tea, don't you think? And what better way to smoke some green tea is I just found a random video that somebody posted. His name on YouTube is YT/VR360. I think this is a game called the Roller Coaster Experience, maybe. But this is called VR360 Skyscraper Roller Coaster Experience. This is a VR game, I believe. Let me just double check. This is a VR game. Now it's not going to look VR to you while we're watching this, but I like roller coaster sims and VR roller coaster sims. Let's just see what a skyscraper roller coaster experience is. Here we go. Oh, I can move around. Oh, it is in VR. Oh, shit. Okay, this would be better if I was in VR. Nice. I would do this. It's like being in Vegas, but with bigger buildings, I guess. Wow. So this is a video, a YouTube VR video. You could actually go watch this in your VR helmet, your Quest, or anything like that. And you can look around. Like I'm just using my cursor right now to look around, but yeah, you could like you could look around if you were in VR right now. That's cool. Yeah, it's not that exciting when you're not in VR. I get it. I just wanted to look at it. I mean, this city also. What is this? Spider-Man 1? All right. I'm kind of over it. But yeah, check that out. If you have a VR helmet, check out YT/VR360. He needs some subscribers. You only got 484. But if you watch this in your Quest headset, it would be in virtual reality, so it would feel like you're on a roller coaster through the city. Aw, that's nice. What is this? Oh, so this is a game. This is a trailer that is a role-playing game. It's on Kickstarter right now. And it's going to be made for the PC and the PlayStation 5. It's been in 3 years of work. And they just launched on Kickstarter. Anyways, they released a trailer. I don't know what this is. But, you know, it's a Kickstarter. Far World Studio. Let's check it. Let's check a little bit of it out. Okay. She's Janice. I mean, she's not Janice. I mean, she's a she's a badass. Let's just watch one of these videos. I wonder what the most popular video is of hers. That's too long. I just want a quick one. All right, let's just watch her. I don't know. Just watch a random video, I guess. Ranking every Black Widow. Nope, that's the wrong. Man. Kid beats pro legend the Black. All right, let's watch a kid beater. 2 minutes. All right, perfect. Ruin everything. All right, what's this music? All right, so this kid's playing. All right, this is a horrible video. I wanted to watch that, but I want to see a good video. You know what? I'm just going to watch one of these random ones. Let's watch this.
Hi, I'm the Black Widow, Jeanette Lee, and a lot of people want to learn about jump shots. So I wanted to tell you about them. When you watch us on ESPN, you're going to notice that we
ESPN, I'm going to get
shoot with a special cue. We have a normal shooting cue that we use, but we also have a jump cue that's very commonly attached with our break cue. So this is what I break with on tour, and I would break it down right here.
Do you guys think she's ticklish? I bet she's fucking ticklish as hell. I bet she's ticklish right here and right above her knee, and I bet she got a little tickle right in the armpit. Classic armpit. All right.
And I could put that on the floor or go put that on the table. What it does is it's a lot lighter. It also has a harder tip, harder ferrule, and allows me to strike down very quickly. What a lot of amateurs do is they scoop the cue ball like this. That's actually not legal. You have to strike down on the cue ball.
It's not legal.
Off a dense surface.
I did not know that. That's not legal to do that? How is that not legal?
That cue ball to jump up in the air over the obstructing ball into the 3 ball in the corner pocket. So here's an example. I want to actually strike the cue ball over the 8 ball into the 3 ball, making it in the corner pocket.
How are you going to do this?
Just like that.
Jesus fuck. Jesus fuck. Can you imagine playing against somebody like, I mean, that's so cool. I wish I knew how to do that crazy shit. Like I've played with a couple, people in college and stuff that knew how to do little fancy tricks. They probably did it the illegal way, but just like that was beautiful. Look at that. Just look at the one on the left. I mean,
just like that. When in the corner pocket.
Amazing.
Just like that. When you're at home.
Aggressive hand job. Do you think she has aggressive hand jobs mod? I bet her hands are horrible hand job hands. You feel my hands. It's like, oh, you pushing buttons. You pushing buttons. Like, Her hands are, oh, I bet they're crusty and powdery. Oh, I bet she has the worst hands in the business.
A good way to practice is to actually use a house cue. Actually, don't practice this at home. Practice it at your friend's house or anywhere else, not at your own house, because it can tear up the cloth until you learn what you're doing.
You hear what she just said? Don't fuck your shit up. Go to a pool hall. Fuck their shit up. Smart tip.
All right.
She's smiling about that one. You see that? She's like, oh, all the pool halls are going to be so mad at me.
So this is a good way to practice. You elevate the back of your cue stick. Now, there are plenty of players that can jump with a full cue. So for example, right here, I can easily elevate the back of my cue stick, strike down.
Easily. How the fuck did that happen? That seemed like it didn't jump. All right, you know what? I'm ready to do it because she's not. Let's go in slow motion on this. I'm looking at the one on the left. No, I'm ready to do the right.
Down.
Oh, it just did a little skip.
And jump over the ball. It's just easier to do with a jump cue because it's lighter and you can be quicker about it. The important things to know.
If you've been looking for the cleave, it hasn't happened. I think she's using some duct tape on the areolas.
Is that the more ball you want to jump over, for example,
She's
if
really
I'm
good with
jumping
her
over
shadows.
a full ball, I need a lot of loft.
What?
The more loft I need, the higher I have to elevate the back of my cue stick.
Mm-hmm.
The harder I hit, the longer it'll stay airborne before it lands. So in this
She knows
case,
what she's doing.
I have to elevate a lot and only hit it hard enough to land here. If I hit it too hard and elevate a lot, it'll jump over both balls.
Say long.
Okay. But if the ball is way down there and we're here,
Say long.
I don't need as much loft. It's a lower level jump shot.
It's close.
But I have to hit it pretty hard so that it stays in the
Long.
air
Long.
and clears the 5-ball. So
Long.
not a lot of loft, but a lot of power. And there's that balance of things as well. And then lastly,
She knows what she's doing.
when you're jumping, if I come down,
What? All right. Long, hard, come. Within 30 seconds, it's absolutely some deep math. I'm moving on. I don't know how we got down that rabbit hole. I'm kind of upset about it. What? All right, let's just go through some random shit. This is interesting. You guys know the CEO for Twitch is a badass? Do you guys know that? He's a badass. A lot of people hate him, I think. But I think he's a badass. I've always been a fan of Twitch my whole life. When I was just a baby. Anyways, the Twitch CEO the other day did an interview while in VR chat. As you guys know, that's what we do on Virtual Redban. We play VR chat. And as you guys know, we have somebody named Yonder Wizard who is a friend of mine in real life and opens up every single secret show, pre-show. Anyways, he did an interview in character in VR chat as Gandalf. He looks like a little Yonder Wizard there. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? The CEO. And he talked about the recent artistic nudity shit that's going. Like, look, Twitch does a lot of weird shit. They'll pass like all these new rules, and then less than 24 hours later, they go, "Hey, those rules, we're going back." And recently, there's been a lot of angry Twitch streamers that they don't want it. Pretty much, they don't want Twitch to turn into what TikTok has become. A bunch of girls showing their lips between their underwears, doing yoga poses, bending over and trying to get a peek. You know, all that like shit. Like, I mean, Twitch I mean, yeah, am I saying this right? No. TikTok in particular is definitely a kids app, and you see all these really creepy people that try to like stretch the rules by doing things like, I'm just bending over to get my car keys while you're wearing like wet white yoga pants or something. You know what I mean? Anyways, Twitch like recently said, and I get what they were doing. They pretty much passed a rule that like if it's for artistic nudity, like if you're being nude so that people can draw, or if it's for some kind of artistic, thing, they don't have a problem with it, which I kind of love. But of course, everybody's like, yeah, I'm doing it for art. And there's just girls like putting like paint on their tits and slapping it. And like people took advantage of it, like, of course, as the internet would, within like an hour. Something like this, like Twitch really needs to they have to pass, like people need to like pass like an application, and then they're going to be babysat pretty much to make sure it's artistic and bullshit. Probably. It's going to have to be babysat. But anyways, the Twitch CEO recently went on an interview. Here is a clip from that. It's pretty crazy. Of him on an interview. Let's just see what this takes us to the Twitch, I bet. All right, it's intended for certain. All right, this is called Dan Clancy interview clip 1 on ROFL Gator.
Real problem are thumbnails, because if someone's not interested in that content, but suddenly art is dominated by thumbnails of breasts and penises, like that doesn't give that user a great experience.
That makes
right?
a lot of sense.
And so
is that K?
In a perfect world, we can blur thumbnails.
Wait, was that K? Did you guys hear
and
that?
B, a user could say, I am not interested in seeing sexually themed content. So then they click the check mark, and suddenly they go to the art section, and anything labeled sexually themed, they don't see. So now they can have the experience they want. And in general, this would be good for the site. Okay, but we just don't have that yet. It's something we will build, but engineering takes time. And so we needed to roll back the change, not because we necessarily, find all the stuff is like somehow wrong or something like that. The real problem are thumbnails.
Oh, okay. Well, that was it. Let's hear it real quick to see if this is K. Everyone put your ears up right now. Somebody's about to talk, and it sounds like K butting in and annoying everyone. Hold on.
Because if someone's not interested in that content, but suddenly art is dominated by thumbnails of breasts and penises, like that doesn't give that user a great experience.
That makes
right?
a lot of sense.
And so
right there.
That makes a lot of sense.
Experience.
That makes
right?
a lot of sense.
Experience.
That makes
right?
a lot of sense.
That's not K. It sounds very much like him though. I get it. What's interesting is that even if YouTube did this, maybe you can't have sex, and maybe it can't be sexual. Nothing could be sexual, like, yeah, there's such a fine line, right? But the woman's body and the guy's body or whatever, if you're of age, like if it's like you have to be verified to be on this section by like a license or something like that. But just having like naked women or naked women being naked, doing naked things, but it's not penetration, or it's not simulated penetration, or you know what I mean? Like if it's just woman's body, I think that should be fine, right? That would be cool, watching like YouTube videos where everyone's just naked the whole time. Watching that South Park that I was talking about earlier, there was nudity in it. I mean, it was South Park, but it was pretty like, after like, whoa, they're doing it. After like 5 seconds, I was like, he's got his dick out. I mean, I draw dicks all the time in VR, virtual Redban. You know what I mean? Like there has to be a fine line of what Twitch wants to do and the common stuff. And I don't know. It's hard and long and calm. Pool terms. Pool terms is what I was just doing. A lot of pool terms. You guys don't believe me? You guys don't believe me? Yeah, so that was interesting. Very interesting to see the CEO of one of the biggest companies ever, Twitch, just hanging out in VR chat, talking. Now where I want to go. Where do I want to go now? Here's a quick one. I thought this already happened, but Meta Avatars SDK update improves graphics and finally add legs. I thought they already had legs. I didn't know that legs were still not a thing. God, look at this just disgusting photo of their avatars. Oh my God. Look at these avatars. This is the most like corporate shit I've ever seen. Are you looking at this together with my face? I've got to pour another drink after just looking at that. I feel sick to my stomach. That looks like everything that's wrong with the world right now. Corporate's like, hey, our avatars have got better. Now we have legs. We need a corporate photo to show off our new avatars and their legs. God, do I have to explain what I'm thinking? I mean, you look at this and then you look at like the people I hang out with in VR. Yeah. God. New graphics. Here's a sample of the new graphics. Left is the old style. New is the right style. Oh God, let's see this. Janice, is that you? Oh. Wow. Not a huge difference at all. It looks like you just turned your brightness down. Seriously? Wait, what's the difference of the graphics? I hate this. I wish I had stock in this company so I could sell all my stock in Meta. I really hate this. I don't even want to read this article. Meta hints it might demo a super expensive AR glasses prototype in 2024. So Meta, has been open about they have different levels of their research. They're blowing, I think they're up to 10 billion, not million, $10 billion worth of losses so far. I might be wrong on that. But they have also shown, they're spending a lot of money and they have different levels of like VR that they are spending on. And they showed us like a video a while back showing like, this is like what our most recent, and this is like way in the future, like what we're trying to do. And they probably saw Apple like just come out the gate and go like, yeah, our shit's like $4,000. And they're like, fuck. Well, maybe we could like just release like a $5,000 badass version that beats everything. And that's probably what this article is about. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong. I'm just guessing on the headline right there. Meta has been working on AR glasses for at least 8 years now, spending tens. Oh my God. Did I just get that number right? Or is that what's tens of billions? Tens means more than 10. On the project that Mark Zuckerberg hopes that one day will deliver him an iPhone moment. In an interview this week, we heard this dude from Meta's CTO seems to confirm he's past reporting. A small number of Meta employees will begin internally testing these glasses next year and separately said, I think there's a pretty good chance that people will get a chance to play with it in 2024. And these glasses, I guess, are just like next level. Probably they're going to release it under the Redban stories, whatever it's called now. He also claimed it's some of the strongest terms we've ever seen that the glasses are the most advanced consumer electronics devices ever made. It's probably our most exciting prototype that we've had to date. I might get myself in trouble for saying this. I think it might be the most advanced piece of technology on the planet in its domain, in the domain of consumer electronics. I might be the most advanced. It might be the most advanced thing that we've ever produced as a species. That is some high ass fucking shit. I mean, that's really high terms. I bet people like Apple and Samsung are reading this, are going, what is it? Okay, we gotta do better now. However, Bosworth also set expectations in making clear that this is a prohibitively expensive device that can't actually be mass produced as a product anytime. So yeah, I get that kind of shit. That we would love to do all this shit, but no one's going to buy an $80,000 pair of glasses, are they? Maybe they will. Maybe that's like the next Cybertruck. You know, oh, I have one of the 10 VR glasses, and I'm making about $1 million a month on YouTube showing and talking about. Maybe it's something like that. I mean, if it's something like that, where it's so amazing, I get the idea of like buying it and then making a whole YouTube channel about it to share what you're seeing and doing about it, and probably paying for it. So maybe there is like, how expensive are we talking? I mean, is he talking like, oh my God, it is $3,000? Like what's he even talking about? See, if I was the guy he told me to, I'm like, wait, are you talking like 50,000, 100,000, $700? You know. These things were built on a whatever. Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, well, that's it from that. All this other stuff is bullshit. Articles, by the way, I don't know if like you guys know this. Most articles, it's just like 1 or 2 facts, and then they write like 4 pages around it. But just tell me the fucking facts. That's why I like X so much, or Twitter or whatever. Because it's like, just found out this. Cool. That's interesting. Instead of me just like trying to dissect this article for you on the fly and then realizing everything else is just like, back in August, we learned this. And like, yeah, this has nothing, look, just tell us the new shit and move on. That's why magazines are dead. Hey, let's take one more look. Oh, look at this. So fucking perfect. What a perfect world. Wow. Here's something that I think Janice is trying right now. Janice is asked me to help her out tonight earlier, right before I was about to start. Her being sick, I was like, what do you need? What do you need? But she was asking me to try to help her with Steam Link. It's this new thing that if you have like a Quest, but you have a nice computer, instead of hooking a cable to it, you can do like a wireless video thing, kind of like when you play like PlayStation on your iPhone or Xbox on one of those tablets, you know, it's just streaming. Same thing for VR. And for VR, it has to be way better than that technology because it is needs to look as good as possible. And when you stream something, it usually is pixelated. Well, Steam released their new version of Steam Link, which is pretty much like supposedly a better version of what Meta uses or all that stuff. And I've heard good things about it. I'm not a Stream fan. I tried it out once and I'm like, fuck that. I have not tried Stream Link, but Valve hasn't wasted any time pushing out patches to its recently updated Steam Link function, which allows Quest users to wirelessly connect to their PCs to play Steam VR games. Users with good PC setups should expect a significant improvement on how PC VR games look on Quest. Anyways, this new update has something crazy. Now they have something called advanced super sample filtering, which was released to majority and improve wireless streaming video quality when using high super sampling rates. Super sampling is a technique used to increase the effective resolution of a frame by rendering the scene larger than its final resolution and then downsampling it back with a filter. Yeah, it just makes it look better than most. Blah. For users seeing poor video quality when not using auto settings, this will be an improvement. Anyways, it's supposed to be better. Good job. I don't know if Janice is actually doing this right now, but she was supposed to, or she said she was going to do it. Maybe she did. We'll find out in part 2 of Virtual Redban starting soon. All right, you know what? That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Guys, welcome to Virtual Redban. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit that like button, hit that notification bell because you need to watch this shit live because a lot of times shit gets deleted from the episode or banned because of copyrights. And if you want to watch the whole thing, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Part 2 of Virtual Redban is about to start in about 20 minutes. We're about to go into virtual reality. Yes. Like what's right behind me. That's virtual reality. I got to dive in. If you don't know what I'm talking about, virtual reality, part 2 of Virtual Redban is where me and my friends go into virtual reality like we did on episode 100. And we just fuck around in virtual reality.
Started smoking some green tea and just got thrown into the ceiling.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this is
See,
perfect.
look at this.
Great tea. Oh no, I'm actually floating.
Look at this.
Yeah, I wish we were just. I don't like just floating out of nowhere.
Look at that.
Yeah. Like I mean, get consent first, bro. I mean, don't just float.
Anyways, what you see in the background, that's episode 100 from 3 years ago of us in virtual reality. It's just a bunch of us just hanging out, talking about our night, smoking, drinking, having fun. Part 2 is a good thing. You put it in the background. Like put it on your TV in the background while you do other things like TikTok or do the dishes or eat. And, it's a good background show. Or you can jump in VR chat and try to find us. It's pretty easy to do. I ain't giving you any secrets. But in about 15 minutes, part 2 is about to start. So grab a drink, take a piss, walk the dog. Follow me on Twitter or Instagram, Redban, Redban. I'm about to post a link for part 2. And in 15 minutes, we'll be back in virtual reality.